Welcome back to the show. We're here in the Emergency Communications Center, Roanoke County, talking with Paige DeSilvey, who's a training coordinator. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So this is what I refer to as the nucleus of our public safety. It's really the bridge between the public and our public safety. So tell us a little bit about your role here in the Communications Center.
Well, I am the training coordinator, which means I am responsible for all of the new hire training. As they come in, I make sure that they get all the training they need to perform the job. And I'm also in charge of everyone's continuing education. So as far as all the staff members that are here, we make sure that their certifications are current and that they get new training as needed. And I'm also in charge of the applicants. So once someone applies, I walk through everything with the applicants. I'm involved in the entire hiring process and go with them through all of that. And at this time, I'm also the acting outreach coordinator. And so I'm working with our recruiting committee to recruit new hires and also to educate the community in 911 and what we do and how we serve the community.
Okay, well, you have a big responsibility,
Yes.
and of course you're seeking more applicants to become a dispatcher. So tell us what's involved in that position.
Well, it really does take a unique kind of person. The people that we have are fantastic people, and in our center we work 12-hour shifts, so we need somebody with a flexible schedule. We are obviously here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year long, so we need someone who's willing to work nights, weekends, holidays, you know, special occasions and those things. It also takes somebody who can maintain their composure when someone on the other end of the phone is panicking. You have to be able to remain calm and try to calm the caller down as well to be able to gain the information that you need to be able to send the responding units. One of the other things that they need to do is multitask, and most people think, you know, I can multitask, no problem. But our multitasking is a little bit different because you have to be able to take the caller's information and get what you need for the responding units, as well as listen to the radio at the same time and process what they're asking for, the information that they're giving you, and then as you're listening to both, be able to put that into our computer, the database, and just do multiple things at once and be able to do them accurately and within a timely fashion.
There's a lot of responsibility involved
Absolutely.
in that. And what is the process for applying for a position? Walk through the steps.
You only have to be 18 years old. There's just a few requirements per se. 18 years old, have a high school diploma or a GED, no criminal history, and you have to be able to type 25 words a minute. So it doesn't seem like it would be very difficult to get hired. The thing of it is what we do is if you apply online, I will get those applications. If you apply this week, I will get them Monday, and I will invite you to test. And once you sign up to test, I'll send you a 13-page composite history that you have to fill out and bring with you to testing. And then during the testing, we do a math test, a spelling test, a typing test, a situational aptitude test, and a vocational suitability test, as well as what we call Critical. And Critical is a computer-based testing that has 14 modules that you have to pass. If you go through all of that, while you're testing, I guess I should say, we also run your criminal history, your driver's transcript, and your credit history. And if you pass everything there, then we have you come in for an initial interview, and you talk to our chief of communications, and you also talk to our assistant director. And if they approve, you go to the next step, which is a background investigation. If that comes back clean, we set you up for a polygraph and to be fingerprinted, and then to come in and sit in the ECC for about 2 hours to observe, just so you know exactly what you're getting into, because we want you to be, you know, fully aware of what you're going to be doing. If all of that comes back good, then you will have a conditional offer, and we will set you up for a post-psychological exam and a physical, and once you pass those, then we offer you the job. So it usually takes the whole process from testing, the first testing day, until you actually get hired is about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so it does
takes a while.
take quite a bit of time, but there's a reason for all of that.
Absolutely.
This is a very unique position, I know.
It is.
So how long would a person train in this position once they were hired? How long does that take?
Well, it really depends on the person. We do have 4 weeks of classroom training, so they would have to do that, and then they have about 32 weeks of on-the-job training, which means they're going to actually sit with one of our training officers, and that person, at first, basically, the trainee will be parroting whatever the trainer is telling them to say. So they really don't understand what they're saying or anything, but we want to get them into the motion of doing the job. And as they get more proficient and understand what they're doing and start doing things on their own, then the training officer kind of backs away a little bit at a time until they can work on their own. And it takes, like I said, depending on the person, some people, progress faster than others, which is fine. And it can take up to about eight months or so, and maybe as few as maybe 3 to get fully trained.
But it's a very rewarding job.
It is indeed.
That's what I've heard a number of people say. This is an excellent job to have. You're helping a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Good. Good. Well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. And if people are interested in finding out more information, what's the best way for them to do that?
The best thing to do is to go online to the Roanoke County website, and you can look under job openings, or I think that's what it is there, and look for probationary communications officer. That's the name of the position that they would be applying for.
Okay. Very good. Thanks so much for sharing this information.
You.
We'll be right back.